All right, is this on? Okay. Hey guys, I've thought that I could maybe do some fun little like bite-sized videos in between some of the other videos that I put a little more like production quality behind with a new camera. So I'm just gonna use like a camera phone and just the audio from the phone and just maybe do just some bite-sized stuff kind of to fit in between some of those bigger videos that I do. And one that I really wanted to do a while back that I never got a chance to is a toy review. I used to do some toy reviews on my channel, and they were in really bad quality. So this is, I think this is even better than what I did before. But yeah, so I thought this would be kind of fun, and I've kind of alluded to this before when I've been on live stream. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to show this off today. And what I'm going to be kind of going over today is the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. Now I'm not a major toy fan. I mean, I don't collect too many toys, but I do when I see something that I just really want, I typically get it. So then I get to these guys over here, and you get to, Cuphead, Mugman, and then up here. So as you can see, I've showed this off in my Nerd Room tour before, but I have some just random odds and ends. As you can see, I have two other Black Series. I have Kylo Ren and I have Darth Vader. I like the NECA figures, like the old retro 80s figures, and my original Ninja Turtles, but so I don't have just like this massive wall of toys, but I do have, a fair amount. And one that I really wanted to get was the Black Series Mandalorian. So a couple things about this guy. He is really hard to find. I don't know if he still is, but 2 or 3 months ago, he was very, very difficult to find. Everybody wanted him, and the only way you could get him is to get him from like a third party for like twice the price. These guys usually go for about $19.99, and I think I ended up getting him for about $40, and that was like a really good deal. And the only reason I like to kind of hold out and see if things kind of go back to normal, and really try to get them for the lowest price. But I was getting really tired of it because I was bidding on eBay, and this is a eBay horror story because I use eBay all the time. I think I get probably 80% of the things that I buy off eBay. And it's also an Amazon horror story because when I originally got this, I did the Amazon recommended seller. And around Christmas time, before Christmas, I put a pre-order in on him because he was already out, but you had to pre-order him when they got more and more shipments in because he was selling out so much. So what I ended up doing was I pre-ordered one in December, and they said I wouldn't get it till August. So I still wouldn't have had him if I even pre-ordered him. And I was like, that's fine. I was like, I get him for the retail price. And when it does come in, I'm not in a huge hurry to get him. I just want one eventually. Well, I found out through reviews that the guys that Amazon were using were these guys who would basically send out a shipment, because on Amazon when you purchase a something like pre-ordered, you don't get charged for that until it ships out to you. So I shouldn't have had to pay for the figure until they shipped it out in August and I received it, or in July, or whenever they would have shipped it out, and then I would have paid and then received it. Well, basically what these guys do is they act like they ship it out, and they tell Amazon we shipped it out, then they take your money, and then they just never send you anything. So I tried appealing it on Amazon, and they didn't really care. I talked to them forever about it. They just didn't say anything about it. They said, no, it says it's shipping. You'll be getting it. It's fine. So I eventually just canceled it through my bank. I canceled the payment, and what was done was done. So I moved over to eBay thinking, eBay would be very easy. Let me just, bid on one, or let me, buy it now on one of them. And the first one I did that for, I bought it, sent them money. They just didn't respond to me. They just ghosted me. Didn't ship it, didn't do anything like that, which is a lot easier on eBay, because what you can do is once the day comes that it should have been received, then you can file an appeal. Then they have like 4 days to respond through, the seller does. If they don't respond, then you get your money back. So that happened again. So what I ended up doing was finding someone on eBay who was really reputable, but they kind of double the price on it. And I was like, at this point, I'm just going to get him for double the price. I don't do this often, so it's fine. So that's neither here nor there. Let me show you the figure now. I know the only reason I'm kind of telling you these things is because it is kind of a chore to do this sometimes, and it's a chore to find stuff. And just be careful out there because they can rip you off pretty easily. And there are ways to get out of it. You just got to be very aware of what's happening early on so you can tackle it before it gets out of hand. And people have reviewed this figure a million times, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. So I thought I'd tell you something a little different about that. So here we go. I still have the box, obviously. So it's just like every Star Wars Black. They had a carbonized edition, which was basically like a shinier version. I didn't really care for it, to be honest with you. I thought he looked less screen accurate, but he's number 94. And here's just some information. I love keeping these boxes. They're pretty nice. And here he is. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you're sitting here searching this and you've never watched my channel before and you want to know ins and outs, go find another channel that'll have more detail because they're more toy oriented. This is more just for people who, already know about it but just want to see more info on it. He's very well detailed. He looks pretty cool. As you can see, he has his gun, like the one that he has in the first season, but also one that you see in the holiday special. He's very posable, as you can see. I don't like putting his hand on the trigger of this gun. It just is too strenuous. I think it looks kind of cool like this. It looks like he just finished firing, or he's just getting ready to fire, or like he's, backing up from a shot or something. But that's fine. He has a pistol down here. It's his pistol. You can pull it out and you can put it in his hand, obviously. And he's just really solid. I mean, he looks just like he did in the first few episodes. His cape on the back is plastic. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I think that it fits very well for this because it's kind of molded to one side, so it looks pretty legit when you just have him posed up on like a shelf or something. Now, one thing people really want is they really want a Mandalorian with the Beskar armor. And I can say that they just recently, like a week or two ago, announced the new line of Black Series figures. And one of the figures is going to be the Beskar armor Mandalorian. So it's going to be, the full silver plated after he, spoilers, after he makes enough money to get, with selling Baby Yoda, he gets the money to be able to upgrade his armor. So that's what that is. But this, I really like the design of this one too. I don't know if I'll ever get the Beskar armor one, just because I do really like in the I want to say movie because it is pretty much a movie, but I do like in the show how he upgrades his armor over time and how he kind of it's going to come with the jetpack and everything. But I like this version because it's so unique. The Beskar armor one, he just looks like a full silver like Boba Fett, and in this one, I just love how everything's pieced together with random armor, and I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, so. That's really all I'm going to get into. I know some people, saw me kind of show this and I posted it on my Instagram and they wanted to see a little bit more on him and kind of how he looks and how he feels and everything. And I'm not like, there are some guys, that actually play with their figures. Like they actually like to have like little play sessions. I don't do that personally. There's nothing wrong with that, but I personally just like to show them off on a shelf. So he just sits up with Darth Vader and Kylo Ren kind of right here. I'm gonna have to fix kind of his posing, but as you can see, he fits very well in between Batman and Darth Vader. Darth Vader's a little bit taller, Batman's a little bit taller. You got RoboCop, you got Kylo Ren. The Black Series all seem to be really well scaled, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's just kind of a quick bite-size review, kind of crude review of The Mandalorian. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about this figure, let me know. If you have any questions about any of the figures that you see up here, let me know, and I can kind of tell you more about them. I do have reviews of the Batman and of the RoboCop, so if you are curious about those or anything like that. Otherwise, in the Nerd Room tour, I did show off the rest of these guys, but he's just the newest addition, so I thought I'd kind of give him a little bit of a spotlight. And thanks so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it.